Yo, it's your boy TK back with another one. College time, baby.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. LSU with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to
come on, block. Hold your damn block.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's
charge me again. Charge me again.
Rolling to his right.
I mean,
he'll try and run it. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Ain't no hole in my damn blood, bro. Tell y'all this right now.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Come on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left.
Block.
He may try and run
block.
For this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across.
What do you mean?
Midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22.
What do you mean?
So
what do you mean?
On the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Now 1st down throw complete downfield. And he will take this.
I don't want none of this smoke. Trying to tell you, I'm with it.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Tigers 14. Ducks nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Big boy Bailey coming off that old line.
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least.
Try to run with QB like me.
4 yards the gain, and it'll
try to be like me. Be your own person.
3rd and 6.
Come on. Make you.
To throw on 3rd down. Barrett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this
shit that down.
Not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down.
Take that punt. 3 up.
Only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got it to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pitch to Murray.
Here we go, baby.
Down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11. And that'll give him a 1st down.
Of course it will.
I tell you, you look around the college football landscape.
Good old play action.
Really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital, and that was a pretty good run right there, a good illustration of what he can do, and they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference. Because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
They blitzing me, baby.
At the 6-yard line.
Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and long.
That'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I'm just playing. We're going to get this first.
They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
We finna get this first.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown.
I've been playing with these bad boys, you know what I mean?
And LSU adds on to their advantage. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first
playing with these boys.
Now with 3 touchdown passes.
That's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10.
On that.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind
I'm going to get the ball back off from me, baby.
Brings up 2nd down. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Ducks, nothing.
Hang there, lonely girl.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Probably throw them dots. Throw them dots.
Tiger offense ready to get after it one
Watch
more
this.
time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
Come on, bro. Penalty.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there. On first down, it's Kelly. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And LSU adds on to their advantage. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. From the gun on third down, Barrett, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off target.
Edwards.
No rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this
We need
game.
a punt return, baby.
Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after
got two
it one more
blitzers.
time. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
Like that.
Definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass in the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball...
Boy, I read that like a champ.
They bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete.
I don't know why my boy didn't jump over it.
Up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Flush to his right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has...
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Ferguson on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Flex on that boy.
Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
They're moving exactly.
They're going in the wrong direction.
Exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Not the best pass there, certainly, CD. Poorly timed, and that's the first mark against him here in this first start.
And probably the only person rooting for this team that's somewhat happy about it, and happy's the wrong word, but he's wondering if he'll get his chance, and that's Tommy Matthews. Because they've been in an intense competition coming into this game to see who would be the starter. After a mistake like that, I'm sure Mr. Matthews is eager to grab his helmet and give it a go himself.
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They are right now just ice cold.
They better go air it out again.
Big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
Give me that.
Battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Give me that.
And now his 2nd interception in this ball game, and obviously ball control has to be a huge priority, especially when you're fighting for playing time at the quarterback position.
And Coach O'Brien, he's seen a lot in his time, first as a defense coordinator, now he's seeing it with head coach's eyes. And he's seen enough already, I think, because he's given these guys a chance for their competition. We've noted that throughout this game. We might see Tommy Matthews get his first action sooner rather than later now.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Drake. Through an opening, and
take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. He's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this mid-lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
I'm going to start running the ball, man.
It'll come out to the
Run this time down.
25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more
good catch.
And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Right back to Ferguson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Myers. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
It's fourth down.
Charles, you know, here we are, fourth quarter, and they're trailing by a pretty good margin. We had heard again about the possible changing at quarterback, but there still hasn't been a change. You think that was a smoke screen?
Well, it certainly can be asked right now, can't it, after what we've seen throughout this game? But I don't think
great.
so.
Now they can score 3.
He had the idea that he was going to get a look at both of these guys, see how they developed under center, because neither one of them has much of a resume to fall back on. By this time next week, though, I believe we'll know exactly what Coach O'Brien is feeling. When the offensive starters come out on that first drive, we'll know who his quarterback is going to be.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
The 17-yard line.
They'll run with Ferguson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's
dumbass.
out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 6 yards there. Good for a first down. 1st and 10, LSU. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Avant brings it in. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, come on.
Attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal
Little
line.
too greedy.
And they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play.
Are these guys don't need to score?
Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You try it again, try again. Boy, he still missed. The dumbass.
That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46.
Get it, Richard.
I tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers.
Let's run this time down. Down to the ground, I run this time down. Nope.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Blitz, blitz.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And these guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, when the team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Hopefully he throws it in the air and I get a chance to pick.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. 54 yards.
Draft stock's trending up, baby.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tom rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake up. What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Shut up.
This whole thing again?
They don't want to see me shining. Look at me, my teeth is nothing but diamonds. Nothing but diamonds. I gotta play these losers again. It's the final. Gonna knock these Ducks out the map.
As we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers.
Even though they still ain't gonna pick me.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10.
I don't know why we had a big old hole open.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early.
Running again,
dividends as the game progresses.
A 2nd down carry for Ferguson.
Yeah,
and he's able to take this one up to the 35.
Never mind.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to
That this run can be a little problem.
2nd and 2. That means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ferguson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read. And by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target,
That's cool on this boy.
that one falls incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That boy had to do a big old cross move. Why come on? Why does he have to go way over there for?
Massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over
Let's go. Don't worry about it.
Outstanding field position for this young quarterback as he begins things here, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. But now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of
You are, I'm looking for you.
2nd and a yard.
Again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Holmes. first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down. They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A great effort there. Taking it in. And LSU has taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because they run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
25-yard line.
On second down, Barrett. This is Gibbons over the middle.
They got a fumble piece.
5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Barrett looks to throw on first.
My left wide open.
Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 more. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Down left side, completion.
Yeah, sure.
And caught it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, you got to feel it.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. We discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead.
14, Ducks, nothing.
Messed that one. Thought I was doing a field goal kick.
Kick team out there to send this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10.
Yeah, there's a D on these boards now.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And
They still didn't make it to a 25.
That led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
Good gosh.
Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Ferguson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now
on third down. Barrett, he's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Oregon's punter out on the field as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
LSU Tigers 14, Ducks nothing.
LSU with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught by Kelly. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
It's a little bit too easy.
Whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way way somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And they're on 27-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
boy, Moss.
And they do finally get him, but he
just got Moss.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down now, it's Ferguson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's a little too easy. That boy almost blocked that. I was even...
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to
18. I'm watching television.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case,
3 points.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had
They can have those 3 points, cause that's all they gonna get. I promise you this.
The ledger for them so far.
My boy to run, my boy to rock.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very
I want to hurdle somebody.
that they're in at this stage of the game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
I got that 10 yards. I got that 10. Man, my boy's slow. He's running like Tom Brady. That was because I picked Tom Brady.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down.
Well, they picked Tom Brady for me.
Did he throw it away? He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Yeah, we're gonna tuck it away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now look at this.
Oh.
Defense will get their hands on it.
We just fumbled to this scrub.
I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame
Man,
the
come on.
offensive players for not taking
Run
care
it.
of it.
No, you're gonna run it.
How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
1st and 10 at the 33.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Barrett. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Oh, and now some
That boy stiffed on me. My boy better hit that weight up.
21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Barrett.
Can I get my fumble?
3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw again on second down. Barrett looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? It's caught. He finds Myers.
Oh, come on. They got a quickie right there.
Timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds
I had to pick my poison.
in the first half.
You gonna run it?
On first down, Barrett to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really
Give me that.
And it'll be intercepted.
Okay, my way.
Off with great anticipation. And now look at him go. You don't want none, get them. And put it on the board.
Pick 6, baby, 100 yards. That's how we do this.
What we just saw, that's a great example of
Y'all thought we was gonna let them do something like that?
They've been playing so well.
Y'all thought we were gonna let them do that?
Excited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play instead.
Out your mind, playboys.
Pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
We do this for real. No mind.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taking it about the 1.
Why'd you do the extra spin for? That was a kick return. Oh my god. Come on, guy.
Ready to get after it one more time. And
Block for me.
the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead.
Block for me, baby. Block for me.
Turnovers will bother them no matter.
There we go.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. The coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks.
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
I went 4, so how'd I lose a yard or 2?
Cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And he's brought down.
I can play these boys.
Reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's a 1st and
10 yards right here. 10 yards right here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that.
And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get that.
To say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Run it, run it.
Taking about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On third down, Burgess. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Boy, I hurdled.
Nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield.
So that last play didn't give me no. That was 10 yards, bro.
This LSU squad has been sensational. A championship game appearance squarely in their sights as they come up on 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. Now he's caught up at the 6-yard line.
I wouldn't have got 10 yards right there, so that's why I threw it. Oh, yeah, hit.
4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. And he's got it up and through.
Tigers 42, Ducks 3.
Yep.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Under pressure, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
I want my X-Factor.
1st and 10, LSU. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Tearing one out deep for Holmes here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flushed out right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
47-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's an
You gotta know.
Damian Sanders.
Oh,
2 catches, 2 touchdowns yards here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score.
Oh, baby.
49.
And I can see
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Ferguson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. And this is picked up by the defense.
This boy's got mouthy.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
Mop.
It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
Looks like I'm gonna try to roll left.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Oh, I got that. I got that.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
First down pass.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down.
What type of shit is that? All right.
When you lose in a game and the team's still throwing
Bad.
this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took
Bad.
that opportunity right there to be extremely
Come on, Kelly.
physical and force that incompletion.
And the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Kelly.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
They blitzed me.
With things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there.
The hell we gonna keep this offense on the house? Why not? Why not? We only playing with these folks. Just trying out this shit on these boys.
As his guys to say at this point.
Man, shit.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Passes and you think about this guy, as we said, rotated in and out of the lineup all season, but right now he looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He's been on point all game long. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers
start running the ball.
out there to send this one away.
You know, be a good team player.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 33 yard.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett.
Fumble.
That's Myers. That one a first down pickup.
Bro, these games be lasting forever.
Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st and 10, Barrett. That catch good for
I got some injuries going on. All I do is be doing his thing. These boys are holding.
Catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimum.
Oh, I wish you would have threw it.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Ferguson. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense.
Told you they wasn't scoring no more. What I got the 3, I wasn't even paying attention.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession
I wasn't touched, so why did I get down?
Deep in their own territory.
Let's get the footwork on. Oh, Murray's gonna run this.
Someone's put some time in working on
Murray's gonna run this.
Every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can
my boy from Champ.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with
Boy need to be in the middle.
try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That's good for another LSU.
LSU with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He pitches it out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards the pickup. And that'll be good enough for the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. 3 yards. Well, following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. The second ball attempted, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
For number 29.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball down.
All right.
Working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last
Avon, he's gonna give me this first down.
Pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. And it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He can run for it, and he will. But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now.
I can get a TD right here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. They'll run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Gotta slide that last TD in there. You know.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
How was you last week?
I thought that was the championship. I play another long ass game. Go in the trash, baby.
Who did that?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
In the trash.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the
They started that
Clemson
bum,
Tigers.
dude. I feel bad for him though, you know. Got bad heart and shit to get him.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach.
Still, I don't know why they be trying to start him knowing he got a bad heart.
You alright, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
They don't rock these.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are.
And I'm gonna do that, and you still not gonna pick me. So what's up with this bullshit ass speech you giving me?
Let it all slip away. I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment.
Yeah.
Now get after it.
Shut up.
Perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all
Come on.
in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position.
Oh, you want to wave your little finger? Talking about no. Boy, I'll throw it again on you, boy, and whop that shit. Look out with this. What?
Third time tonight, he's intercepted.
What do you mean? The dude didn't reach for it.
The first half did not go their way.
Bad.
That's not going to help matters at all. An
Bad.
interception here on the opening drive.
I see I gotta play this.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
Come on, bet. Let's do this. Let me sit up for this.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Come on.
First and 10 now for Clemson. Operating from the gun, Cooper. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Jewell.
Why is there hoes in the middle?
Oh.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the Trout. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down.
On third down.
Come on, boy. Break the line.
Gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Letting this trash team get you.
There with a 1-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now Cooper on first and 10. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards.
Hold him to a 3. Hold him to a 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. This will be caught.
That's my man. I let him open. Let him open.
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal.
Here's first and goal, Clemson. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
There you go.
And this time they were waiting.
Come on, baby. We gotta hold these boys to a 3. Hold them to a 3.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Hold them to a 3. Hold them to a 3.
5-yard line now. Second and
Hold them to a 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Hold them to a 3.
From the gun, Cooper. This is Cole.
Oh, he stepped that bounce. His dumb ass.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
To DeAndre Jewell.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
2-yard pickup. Brings up third and goal.
Run it. He's running it.
Operating from the gun, Cooper.
Oh, good shit.
He goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Come on. So close to hitting that, baby.
And the lead will increase to 6
Bad.
now. It's 9-3.
Trying to get this touchdown.
So
Beat him.
3 field goals that he's hit now. This last
Getting the
one
lead.
helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid,
That's
hasn't
all.
he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left.
Come on. Out of...
And it's incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game.
Come on, baby. You better than this. You better than this. Come on. There we go.
Now a nice throw here.
There we go. Come on.
He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Get with this play action.
48-yard line.
Get with this play action. Come on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Got him.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will take
Let's go.
this in. Touchdown LSU.
Told you I'm going to take this lead. Told you I'm going to take this lead, boy.
And his guys are an
Told you.
extra point away now from taking the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first.
You don't want these problems.
So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference.
My time to shine, Brucey.
This kid who's out there right now,
Bet you won't run it.
about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, punk.
You're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can
Let's hold these boys.
Sitting with him
Don't
this
let him.
week. Didn't you just
Don't let him push up, baby.
Could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
It's now second and
The third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up second and 10. To throw again, Cooper. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's
There we go.
ball
Seen
game.
that.
It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Seen that.
Sometimes being
Seen
a
that.
linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. It's caught inside
Why
the
he
25.
why he do all that move for? I didn't hit nothing.
Just inside the 10. And
Didn't do
a
nothing.
huge play that time. 49 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right.
Give me this shit.
LSU. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's now the backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have.
I gotta take a piss.
They're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. Clemson now with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
From the gun, Cooper.
What?
Miller, that's complete.
My dude just went right by it. Thought it was a pick. I thought he was right and running it back.
Big one. 52 yards. Back to throw is Cooper. Throwing on 1st down.
Give me that. Pick 6.
This is gonna be intercepted.
Pick 6, baby. Let's go. Fat boy ain't getting me.
A big seam, and he might go.
This is too easy right here. Too easy.
And this will be a touchdown. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half, and this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taken his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Doing this for you, Tommy.
Offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking.
We're taking that trophy on, baby. That trophy's ours.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Last play got just
Come on, you keep running it, bro. Keep running it. Keep running it. Come on.
Operating from the gun, Cooper. It's complete.
What in there, honey?
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on.
From the gun, Cooper.
Oh, he got me.
And Walker has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They're going to go for it. They're going for it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the
looking for the run up middle.
Time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
It's alright. Not like you on down. Don't do anything with it. I might have to back up and help him probably.
Off the play fake. Cooper.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked. A fumble on the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cooper. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense
The question is, am I going to be able to score another TD?
Operating from the gun. Cooper. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers.
That boy doing these sharp ass plays.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. And this Here's the Simpson with a catch.
Can I get a fumble?
Only a yard. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Boy, he still got the his.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now in
and he caught it. And he caught it. Bad. Bad. He's running it. I know it.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Oh, he's running it.
Goal, Clemson.
I know he is. Oh, he's not. Let's go. He fumbled it.
Oh, here he lost the football.
He fumbled it.
It's going the other way. He's at the 50.
Run, big boy.
He's at the 30.
No. Big boy ran out of juice. I let go of the speed and everything. He still was draining.
Situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
Just like my boy.
How about those defensive guys?
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And that is caught. It's an LSU
I told you.
touchdown.
We taking this fucking trophy home.
And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember...
Told you, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
We're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights. 31. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Coach still ain't gonna pick me, but you know it's cool.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Switch positions on that ass.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
Shit.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But
There you have it, guys. We are the champions. Now we up at the ER checking up on my boy.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man.
Let's go. Bless you, mama. Bless you.
One thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Oh, I'm coming back next year, alright.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
I already know what happens on these scenes. Coach can come in here and
How could you possibly make that decision after the title game?
he picked the other QB over
I
me.
spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just
Right as rain.
don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. I It's hard for you to process, and
Yeah, of course it's hard for me. You know what I'm saying? I went out there and fucking shined. I got the fucking championship.
Making this decision. I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
But did he finish the championship?
What does this mean for me?
Did he get you the ring?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft. Based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And?
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
We're gonna
Heartbreak Kids.
switch.
Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well it worked out for him.
We're gonna do it, guys. And I'm going running back. We're gonna switch it to a running back. I ain't gonna do Tommy and go wide receiver.
At the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play?
We're gonna hit that running back up. Running back. So I'm gonna go speed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit them speeds up. Gotta make them miss. First one's free. Catch anything though. Ooh. I'm gonna go make them miss.
It felt good. Telling everyone I was sticking around.
Pretty drastic
Let's
turn
get
of
that
events
over
for
though.
Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Getting both Heartbreak Kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once. Certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
Oh, we're gonna make another run at it. And we will succeed. Alright, let's do these drills.
What you got? Let's go.
Ready? Baby up top.
You stiff arm. No, I failed that one. I think I got it. That goes. I don't know what's going on. Use the left click while running to make a cut. And R2 while you are cutting. Oh, okay, that little step. What's up?
All right, not bad. We may have something here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the...
Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's
regular season, let's go. Running back action.
Hurricanes. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Daniel now. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, that will make it.
Hold on through the contact.
Almost though.
Down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Throwing again. Daniel. And a grab here by Gilmore.
So, stop that. Stop him again. Let's go. Let's do the 3 now.
3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Daniel.
Oh, he got that.
By Washington.
He got that.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the
nice little play.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
The tackle made at the...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
I gotta pay attention to that, bro. I could have had that sack. Now they in fucking field goal range. Come on, right now. I know you want to.
Daniel. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Miami showing up.
Inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to the ground. This time Langford. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9. He got 8. That's going to leave them with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now,
let's go, baby. Should have took your fucking 3 points. Now you ain't getting shit. Let's go. Wrong play. Let's go this way.
Because the
Come on.
defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first
I got him.
drive of the game.
I got him.
Trying to establish something, trying to
I got him.
assert a little dominance, and guess what? You turn it back on them.
I got Matthews now. I gotta start running it. I got running. I forgot. I'm a runner. Where's my boy at though? He's not in here. Where's my boy at? Do I have to go to like pistol or something? There he is. There he is. My boy in here. Got him. Got him. Let's go.
Great play there. 40 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he's certainly showing a lot of conviction carrying the football.
He is running with some power, and I think he's running some frustration out of his system, don't you think, partner? Because you know he wants to still be a quarterback. But Coach Red O'Brien made the switch. He has gone along with it. I think he just wants to show that he can contribute and contribute in a big way. And the way he's running the football, there's no doubt about it. They've made the right choice.
And only able to
boy, see that boy running out there like a champ.
Probably should have opted for the touchback.
Gotta start handing him the ball.
Offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
I just knew it. Like that mind.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red
Let's
zone.
do this. Pistol. HB.
And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Let's go.
For a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Langford. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Put that T up.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And take it right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. He's got the first down here inside
Sometimes
the 30.
a day, baby.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in point. You're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces.
I'm on a new level.
All come at one time, right?
I'm on a new level.
We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done.
That's me.
Points on the board now.
That's me.
The heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That's me.
Picked off at the 22.
That's me. How is he able to make that big old long tackle? And trying to get my boy some room to run.
Over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies.
Give my boy some room.
That's a normal
You can run this.
too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and sprint
boy
the
can
field
run this.
sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any
He ain't finna run that.
throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area,
my boy got tripped up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now, we're seeing Matthews handing the ball off to his running back a lot more in this one. It kind of seems like Coach O'Brien has changed up his offensive strategy a bit for the national championship.
I feel like he's gone back to his defensive coordinator roots here, Brandon, because Coach Red O'Brien, as a DC before he became a head coach, he saw the game one way. Now he's seeing it a little bit differently. I think he took a step back and said he lost most of his own defense last year. They were dominant at times. Now he's trying to slow the tempo a little bit, establish the run, and take charge of the game and take charge of the tempo this way.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And LSU adds on to their advantage. It's good, and they stretch their lead.
I'm on a new level.
8-0 now.
Tigers 28. Hurricanes nothing.
I make something out of nothing.
So not much time to speak of
Bob.
in this first half as the kicks away.
Go ahead and kneel it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would
didn't make it in time.
Get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniels.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Miami punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
First half with the score, the LSU Tigers 28, Hurricanes nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know,
Alright, so he's only in pistol.
You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear.
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
He's only in pistol. I need one more to get that first one free.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Right here,
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Block from me, block from me, block from me.
To his running back.
Block from me, block from me.
They're making any secret of what they want to do
There we
right
go.
now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
Yeah, they're back in there.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking
That first one free now.
seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally.
I do.
And I think
Don't get
it's
tackled for a
similar
loss.
to wide receivers that flip over to become
Got him.
defensive backs. Okay, you know what
You gotta
receivers...
love it, baby. Give it to him.
A great effort there. 39 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got
And
is
it's all over from here.
and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought
Just a
things might be
light-skinned nigga with a
really clicking
beard.
at this point. They're clicking
Bob.
about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now-
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because
Gotta
the
help
guy
them
who's
out,
coordinating
man.
the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's gonna have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it. And that drives coaches insane.
He act like he did something bad. Don't worry, buddy. Defense gonna take care of you.
Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They need to give me my fumbles.
Last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ooh.
Shotgun snap for Daniel.
Bob.
Taken in by Henderson.
You best stop playing around over there.
Across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Put that right there. Switch, switch. Left. Huggy.
6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it there to die. And now it's second down. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Daniel. Throw here, that's complete. This winds up again.
He gonna get a little field goal. That's cool. Did my boy just say Siako?
To the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing again is Daniel.
Oh, my boy ain't getting nothing. That boy ain't getting nothing.
Picked off at the 21. And some room to work.
Oh, that boy ain't getting nothing.
Intercepted.
I tell you what,
fuck you mean, player?
Preventing the touchdown after that interception.
Go.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 25 on second down, Daniel. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniel. And he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And 7.
Already too often in this game, we've seen him break runs to the 2nd and the 3rd level, and I think this defense has been way too focused on their passing game. At some point, they've got to understand that the running game is hurting them as well. That last run, that bit them again.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, LSU.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, what a juke into space. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
That's all you got.
34 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
For the extra point.
I ain't putting up all these points about running it, bro. Imagine if I was throwing this.
Like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you, he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
I know he didn't think he was going to try to throw a passing on me. I know he didn't think that, guys. Please tell me he really didn't try to do that.
Here's Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost
the ball.
And the defense says they
Good shit, Bailey. Boy, acting a fool.
3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports.
See if I can get another 21 points in this quarter.
Get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
See if I get another quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I love these stretches.
1st and goal, LSU.
I love these stretches. She plays out from this time.
And give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
Make that one. Make that one. Make that one. 2 more to go to get 21 in the fold. Whoa. So.
But they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Daniel. This is caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
41-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Daniel. And that's complete to Gilmore. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Once again, Daniel looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's caught by Jackson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Daniel throwing again, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Complete to number 8.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Don't care if any more D-boy scores. Because they got blown the hell out.
1st down, it's Daniel.
Look at him. He's throwing stupid passes. Look at this shit.
Giving up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, team.
On 2nd and 10, Daniel. It's caught. Here's Langford. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56, the mark, boy, 56, check 56.
From the red zone now, Daniel. Complete to Washington. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Daniel throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniel to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
LSU Tigers.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Daniel. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Daniel dumps it into the flat to Langford. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same
in this game, baby.
Quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return.
5-yard line.
LSU with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Alright, Yike TVK fam, that is all for today. Hit you up, manana.